Hello. Hello. Thank you for joining my live streaming. Let's be productive again. So today we are going to talk about el pasado continuo. El pasado continuo. The past continuous. This is the continuation with our topic last time. So, thank you for joining my live streaming. Yeah. Hello, thank you. Okay. So, estaban. Let's write the translation. I was working. Okay, so while waiting for the other people, let me know who is inside the house. If you have any concern, just feel free to message uh, on our live chat, of course, so that we can start our lesson. Please share it also to your, if you have any social account, so that we can have more people in the house while we are discussing about el presente continuo or the present continuous. Okay, people? Thank you. Mega, mega shout out for the people inside the house. Thank you so much for joining my live streaming. Oh, let me share first our hello, thank you for the likes. So again, today we are going to talk about el pasado continuo. So in English, that is past continuous. Okay? So we are talking about un tiempo verbal, okay, que se utiliza para expresar acciones que se estaban desarrollando en el momento del pasado, ¿ok? Al que nos estamos refiriendo, I mean, that we are talking about, ¿ok? So, this is the past simple, the verbo to be, ¿ok? El verbo to be. So, to be means, we have two verbs actually, el verbo to be in English. That is verbo ser y estar. So, in este momento, we are using the verb estar. Yo estaba trabajando. I was working. Estaba is the verb be, and that is was. Okay? Yo estaba trabajando. Okay? Estaba. First person. Tú estabas trabajando. Second person, estabas. And that is were. You were working. Él estaba trabajando. So as you can see, same with first person and third person. Was. In English, was. That is why you can see the verb be in Spanish is the same. Yo estaba y él estaba. And then, nosotros estábamos trabajando. So, we were working. Estábamos is plural because we are talking about first person plural. Ay, in-skip ko ang vosotros pala. I'm sorry. Insert na lang natin dito. Vosotros. Vosotros. In-skip ko pala si vosotros. Estabais. Okay? Estabais trabajando. So, this one, vosotros estabais trabajando. So, that is, you were working. Okay? You were working. Second person, plural. Okay? Because this one, okay? Ayan, ano ko. So, nosotros, first person, plural. Vosotros, second person, plural. Ellos, third person, plural. And then above, yo, first person, singular. Tú, first person, singular. And el, third person, singular. So, and para mas malinaw po, so that it will very clear to you. So, the below are the plural verbs. Estábamos, estabais, and estaban. Okay? Let me know if you have question. So that let me know if you have any comments, suggestions about our topic. Feel free to message on our live chat, people, if you understand this topic. Okay? So, el verbo, the verbs that I underlined, the Spanish verbs that I underlined is the verb be in pasado simple. Okay? That is the simple past of verb be estar. Estaba, estaba, estabas, estaba, estábamos, estabais, and estaban. Okay, people? So let me know if you have any question or doubts. Ganun eh. O kung meron kayong hindi po naintindihan para maano po natin. So, this is how you are going to use the verb be in Spanish if you are talking about a past continuous action, no? El pasado continuo. So, for example, if you are going to use this as a negative form, el negativo, so you will just add no. So, yo no estaba trabajando. For example, no, yo no estaba trabajando. Tú no estabas trabajando. Él no estaba trabajando. Nosotros no estábamos trabajando. Or vosotros no estabais trabajando. Or ellos no estaban trabajando. So, ganun lang po kapag negative form. Now, if you want to make that as interrogativa, no, in question form, interrogativa, then you will just put the verb in the beginning of the sentence. Estaba yo trabajando. Estabas tú trabajando. Estaba él trabajando. Estábamos nosotros trabajando. O nosotras. O estabais vosotros o vosotras trabajando. Or estaban ellos trabajando. So that is how you are going to use the verb be, okay? Or para decir el, pasado continuo. So the past continuous. Okay? So this is forma afirmativa. Okay? People, affirmative form. So if do you have questions about this topic? If not, then I will erase and then let's put another example. Let me know if you have any concerns about our topic. Just let me know, or you have suggestion what to discuss. It's okay with me. Okay, people? So, if we are going to make this as negative, forma negativo, then you will just, again, I said it already, yo no estaba, negativo. Tú no estabas, él no estaba, nosotros no estábamos, vosotros no estabais, and then ellos no estaban. So in English, it's the same. You will just add I wasn't, you weren't, and then he wasn't, we weren't, and then they weren't, or I was not, if you don't want to contract that word. Okay, for formal. I was not working. You were not working. He was not working. We were not working. And they were not working. Okay, people? I let me share. Let's share our uh what do you call this one? Let me share our live streaming so that we can have more people. Okay, one moment. Or is it? Mega, mega shout out. Thank you so much. Okay, let me share our, oh no, where? Where I posted the, mhm. Learn. Okay, one moment. Oh my God. Share to a group. One moment. Learn Spanish. Spanish learning. English, Spanish. Learn Spanish. Spanish for English. Real Filipino Castellano. Learning Spanish. English and Spanish class. Learn and practice English. Let me share it first so that we can have more people in our live streaming. Okay, shared. Sorry for that. Yes, sorry for that. Okay, thank you. Hello, mega mega shout out for the 5,000 in the house. Thank you for joining my live streaming. Let me know who are you inside by sending a message on our live chat, people. So while waiting for the other people to join us so that we can have more people on our discussion today, thank you so much for joining my live streaming. Mega mega shout out. Please let me know who are you inside, people. Okay? So if you don't have any question about this, let's continue to the other example, or I will write the interrogative form because it is also I will because normally when you ask, so Interrogative form, same in English, you will just put the verb in the beginning of the sentence. And always remember that you have a question mark in the beginning of the question. Estaba yo. So if we are going to translate that is was I working, okay? And then estabas tú, estabas tú, estabas tú trabajando, pues were you working? In English, no, were you working? Estabas tú trabajando. And then está ba él. So, was he working? Or you can say also, estaba ella trabajando. Was she working? If you're going to use was it working, then ello. Estaba ello trabajando. And then estábamos trabajando. Okay, so as you can see, our second verb ends with do. In English, that is ing, because continuous action always end with ing. So if we're going to make that in present form, I am working. So, yo estoy trabajando. ¿Vale? If we are going to use that in present form, yo estoy trabajando. Tú estás trabajando. I am working. Él está trabajando. He is working. Nosotros estamos trabajando. And then vosotros o vosotras estáis trabajando. Ellos o ellas están trabajando. If we are going to use the present verb. Hello, Ta. Anong gawa mo, Ta? Mag 3 o'clock na pala. Ang bilis lang ng oras. Ayan. Hello, Umay Kalamay. Mega shout out. Welcome back to our lesson. Ayan. This is our follow-up discussion about el pasado continuo last time. So, this is the past continuous. Diba, last time we discussed about el presente simple, el pasado simple, el futuro simple. So now, I started with the past continuous, el pasado continuo. Vale? So, as you can see, I put the verbo be, okay? So, el verbo be in Castellano is ser and estar. So, in the sentence, we use el verbo estar. So, this is the conjugation is yo estaba, tú estabas, él estaba. Plus, share, at like po. Thank you so much. Oh my kalamay. Okay. So, I put the English translation so that it's easier for you to understand. Okay? So, yo estaba trabajando means I was working. I keep on repeating because a while ago I only have 4 students. So thank you for the 8 people in the house for joining my live streaming. Let me know if you have any comments, suggestions, or opinions about our topic. Okay, people? So, this is how you are going to use the verb be in in el pasado continuo. ¿Vale? So, yo estaba, tú estabas, él estaba, nosotros estábamos, vosotros estabais, and ellos estaban. Okay? So, trabajando is lo mismo because in English, that is the verb that ends with ing. So, I was working. Now, if we are going to make this as a present continuous, then we will just change the past verb into present. I am working. So, in Castellano, you will change the word estaba into estoy. Yo estoy trabajando. Present continuous. Tú estabas, bale, burahin ko po yung yung past natin, tas papalitan ko para makita nyo. Yung present. Gawin natin siyang present form para mas makita nyo yung difference nilang dalawa. Okay? So, pag gagawin natin yung present continuous, okay? So, we are talking at this very moment because we are talking continuous action. In este momento, vale? So, papalitan lang natin yan. Yung ating verb be kasi naka past tense. So, pag gagawin natin yung el presente continuo, gawin natin siyang present. Wait lang. El presente. So, yo estoy, tú estás, él está, nosotros estábamos, vosotros estáis, and then ellos están. So, just, okay, están, estáis, está, acento. Okay, so in English, then you will just change, yo estoy trabajando, meaning I am working. Yo estoy trabajando, I am working. So, present continuous. Tú estás trabajando, you are working. Él está trabajando, he is working. Nosotros estábamos trabajando, we are working. Vosotros estáis trabajando, same. You are working. And then, ellos están trabajando, they are working. So, ganun lang po, kadali. I mean, yung paano ba natin siya gagamitin as past and present continuous action. So, dahil ginamit natin ang present, ito yung conjugation ng verb be, in Castellano, verbo estar. Yo estoy trabajando, I am working. Okay? May question po kayo? So, sa baba, ito yung interrogative form. Question forms. So, ano to? Past to, yung ginamit ko kanina. Estaba yo trabajando. So, that is, was I working? Estabas tú trabajando? Were you working? Estaba él trabajando? Was he working? Estábamos trabajando? Then, we were working. So, pag gagawin natin yang present, ganun lang po, papalitan mo lang siya ng verbo presente. El verbo presente. So, Dahil. Gagawin natin siyang present continuous. Yan, nabura ko yung pronombres. The pronoun. How are you? Oh my kalamay, are you working? So, ang gagawin mo ay papalitan mo lang. Estoy Mali. So, gagawin mo lang, uunahin mo lang to, estoy. Yo trabajando. Am I working? Hindi, maya pa maestra. Ano ka pala? Panggabi, tama ba? And then, estás. And then, esta. And so on. So, ganun lang. Mauuna lang ang wow. Muy bien. Estoy escuchando bien. Ayan. So, ganyan lang po siya kadali. Ay, natapon yung yung takip. So, ganun lang po siya kadali. Kapag ang pinag-uusapan natin ay continuous action. Kasi madalas naman na ito yung ginagamit natin, 'di ba? Pag presente. Halimbawa, nakikipag-usap ka, gusto mong sabihin na meron kang ginagawa. So, sasabihin mo, estoy cocinando. For example, so papalitan mo lang yung second verb mo. Estoy cocinando ahora. O, tú estás cocinando ahora. O, él está cocinando. For example, no? O, él está estudiando. He is working. Estaba durmiendo. Muy bien. Yo estaba durmiendo. Es correcto. Muy bien, umay kalamay. So, palitan na po natin? Burahin na natin? Or mayroon kayong tanong? Kung wala, buburahin ko na po Sabi ganun kung wala, buburahin ko na po Muy bien. Okay, so sana naintindihan nyo po. Ano lang yan? Ipapartneran nyo lang yung verb be. Diba? Yung pag-practicein mo lang yung yo estaba, tú estabas, él estaba, nosotros estábamos, tapos magdadagdag ka lang ng verb, another verb, para masanay ka. Tapos gamitin mo siya as affirmativo, tapos interrogativas, in question forms, para mas ma-practice mo siya. Okay. Mega shout out. Nada más? Claro que sí. ¿Qué quieres ahora? ¿Qué quieres ahora? So, for example, I will make a sentence and then I want you to I will write it in English and translate it in Castellano. Let's see how good are you in Spanish. For example, I was picking a car. So, paano mo yan sa how are you going to say the sentence in Spanish? I was picking a car. So, yo and the verb be. What's the verb be? Estaba. What is the Spanish of picking? Sa Tagalog, namimili ako ng kotse. So, el verbo elegir. Yo estaba un coche. Okay? Stop escogiendo. 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 Yo estaba eligiendo un coche. A is the article. So, in Castellano is un coche. Okay? Yo estaba eligiendo un coche. So, as you can see, este es el verbo estar más otro verbo elegir. Eligiendo. So, if you are talking about estaba tomar, tomar is like, for example, yo tomo agua. Or también puede ser tomando el sol también. Estoy tomando el sol. Okay? Another. For example, you weren't weren't ay, dapat pala black yung ginamit ko. Okay, second person. Now, I am using to take pala yun. Okay lang, ganun talaga. It's normal, umay kalamay. Okay, so for example, you weren't swimming. Second person. What will happen to the verb be? What will happen to the verb be? And it's negative. Weren't. So, no estabas nadar. Okay. Tú, no. So, in English, the continuous action always end with ing. In Spanish, that will end always as do. So, in English, that will end ing. No? E-N-H. Okay? They pronounce it E-N-H. May tama ako. Muy bien. May tama ako. Muy bien. Tú no estabas nadando. No estabas nadando pala. Ano ka ba? Ano yan? At least, di ba, yung second verb mo na lang. Muy bien. Umay kalamay. Nadando. So, if we are talking about continuous action, ang second verb mo, lagi siyang nag-end ng do. Trabajando, eligiendo, nadando, cocinando, hablando, ano pa ba? Tomando, viviendo, viviendo. Ayun, so lagi siyang do. Okay? One more. Ito ano ko to? Ikaw mismo mag-translate. Blue. Sige. Wow, may ano pa ako ngayon ha. May pa-colors na si Catherine. Bale. Gagamitin natin ang plural. They were sending email. So how will you translate that? Or how will you say that in Spanish? So they, that will be ellos. Okay, ellos. And then what's the verb? I will wait your answer. Umay kalamay. Mega shout out to the 8,000 in the house. Feel free to join our question and answer portion. Estaban, muy bien. Ellos estaban. What is sending? Muy bien. Patrick Jerome Chu, hello, Nak. Mega shout out to my uh, previous student in Woodridge College, Patrick Jerome Chu, enviando. Mira, qué bien. Enviando un email. Pinopronounce nila yan. Ellos estaban enviando un email. Correo electrónico. Yes, Nak. They called it actually correo electrónico. The email address. Correo electrónico. Ellos estaban enviando un email. Muy bien. Enviando. Muy bien. Aba! Mega shout out. Thank you so much, Patrick, for joining my live streaming. How are you, Kuya? Okay, so we have first person, third person plural, and then, yeah. So, under question, estaban enviando un correo electrónico. También es correcto. También. Umay kalamay. Estaban enviando un correo electrónico o un mensaje. Estaban enviando un mensaje. Okay? So, question? Mas naintindihan na po ba? I mean, do you understand now the continuous action? Let me know if you have any question about our topic. Okay, so if you don't have question about, oh, mega shout out. Thank you, Rob Albanks. Wala namang na-miss ako kanina. Wala kasi nag-start naman ako, ay inulit-ulit ko lang siya kasi I started na apat lang yung tao kanina. And then hindi naman sila nakikipag-cooperate. I made it yes, welcome back to my Spanish online tutorial class, Rob Albang. Thanks a lot. ¿Puedo decir ustedes estaban enviando correo electrónico? Claro que sí. Ustedes. Claro, Patrick Jerome. Sí, es correcto. Buenos días, Rob Albanks. Buenas tardes desde España. And I think it's morning in your place. And in the Philippines, it's evening already in the Philippines. We have different timetable here. Okay, so actually, Rob, I discussed the continuous action. El pasado continuo y el presente continuo. So I have a suggestion. Why don't you make this in a present continuous? For example, yo estaba eligiendo un coche. How will you do that in present continuous? Yo, how will you do that? Thank you so much, Rob, for sharing my video. Okay. Oh, buenas tardes ahí. Okay, muy bien. Okay, so I want you to make this sentence, yo estaba eligiendo un coche, make it as, estoy eligiendo un coche. Muy bien, qué bien. 1 point. Umay kalamay. Muy bien. Umay kalamay is running for valedictorian. How about the second sentence? Tú no estabas nadando. El presente. How will you do that? Presente continuo, ah. How will you do that? 2? 1 point. Tú no estabas nadando. So, in el presente continuo, no estoy, no estás nadando. Muy bien. Estoy eligiendo. Muy bien, Rob. Okay, and then the last sentence. Ellos están enviando un email. En el presente, no estás nadando. That's correct, Patrick, with accent. Very good. Oh my kalamay, 2 points. This is good because we are doing a two-way conversation. You are making your examples. Estás nadando. Muy bien, Rob. Están enviando un email. Muy bien. Falta acento. Están enviando. So, I think you completely understand the present and the past continuo. Now, what if this sentence, you're going to make it as a simple present? El presente simple, solo. How will you do this? El presente, no continuous. Están enviando. Muy bien. So, we'll make this sentence as present simple. Solo present simple. How? So, let's make this as present simple or presente simple in Castellano. Teka, nag-loading ako. No problem. Umay kalamay. Yo elijo, muy bien, Rob, muy bien, muy bien. Yo elijo, y luego la segunda, you weren't swimming. Two, muy bien. Elijo, okay. And then the second, el verbo nadar. El verbo nadar, and then el verbo enviar. ¿No? Ellos envían. Tú no nadas, muy bien. And then the last, I think that is the easiest way how you completely understand the different tenses of verbs. When you change the verbs in different tenses, and make it as present, and then make it as simple, and then I mean from continuous to simple action, and then to from present to past. Okay? So, I think you understand already this present continuous and past continuous action. So let's go to el presente perfecto. Maya nanaginip na naman ako ng isa. Maya nananaginip na naman ako ng isa niya. Okay. Estás soñando. Estás soñando. Español, umay kalamay. Okay, so let's go to muy fácil. Mira. Porque tú sabes hablar castellano, Rob. Por eso, para ti es muy fácil. Okay, let's talk about el presente perfecto. ¿Vale? We are talking about present perfect. El presente perfecto. So, that is a present perfect. Okay? So now, if we are talking about present perfect, kuha lang ako ng kape, maestra. No problem. Umay kalamay. Okay. So, we need preterito perfecto if we are going to use the present perfect. So, for example, ay, different colors so that you can see preterito perfecto. Actually, I love this topic, the tenses of verbs. So, for example, he cantado o has So again, this one ends with ado, ado. Okay? And then we are going to use the auxiliary verb to have. Vale? El verbo haber, to have. And then we are going to add the second verb so that we can create el presente perfecto. So for example, we are going to use the verb vivir. El verbo vivir. Okay? El verbo vivir. So, for example, yo he vivido. Yo he vivido, for example, aquí en España. Wow, qué rápido. Yo he vivido aquí en España. So, if you are going to translate that in English, I have lived. I have lived in Spain, for example, no? I have lived in Spain. Always remember, if we are talking about a perfect tense, you are going to use the third column of the verb. So, if that is a regular verb, that's end with ed. If it's irregular verb, so for example, eat, ate, eaten. So you're going to use the last group. So I have eaten, for example. Okay? Understand, people? So normally we use the verb el verbo haber as auxiliary in el presente perfecto. So yo he vivido, tú, us, and same, the pattern, vivido. Okay? Yo he vivido, tú has vivido, and then él ha. Nababasa niyo ba yung sulat ko? Parang paliit ng paliit yung sulat ko, no? Él ha So people, as you can see, our pattern here is that the auxiliary verb and then the second verb. So, ano yung verbo na ginamit natin? Is verbo haber plus vivir. Wait lang. Para makita nyo. Kasi, ito kasi yung, ginagamit kasi natin yung preterito perfecto na verbo haber plus vivir. So, ang present natin, because we're talking el presente perfecto, ang present natin is yung as, a, that is for the singular. Bale? Punta tayo sa plural. Nosotros o nosotras. Imos. And then, vosotros. Habéis. No. Habéis. And then, ellos. Ellas. And okay, people? So, same sa present continuous natin, 'di ba? Sa continuous action nag-ends ng ing. So, dito sa el presente perfecto, ano din, same lang din, bibido. Ano pa ba? I mean, what's the other verb? Kung iano natin. Same lang yung second verb. Yun lang yung pattern niya. Okay? So, the important is you should know the auxiliary verb, and that is verbo haber in Castellano. So, as you can see, we have the present conjugation. Bale, primero, vivido, as vivido, second person. Yes, to have. Yes, Rob. Verbo haber means to have. And in perfect tense, we use el verbo haber to have as auxiliary in the present perfect. El presente perfecto. El ha vivido. Nosotros, nosotras hemos. Vosotros, vosotras habéis. And then ellos, ellas han. So, if you're going to translate that, I have lived. And then, the second one is you have lived. You have lived. And then, he. He has lived. Or if you want to use it, pues ello. Okay, it has lived. And then we have lived. And then you have lived. And then they. Okay? So, muy bien. Me alegro mucho. So, meaning, for example, meaning you really have to know the other verb first. I mean, el verbo haber, because we use that as auxiliary in our sentence. So, yo he vivido o yo he cantado. ¿Vale? O, yo he bailado. ¿Vale? I have danced. O, tú has bailado. Okay, you have danced. Él ha bailado. Okay? So, this is the way how you are going to use el presente perfecto. Cuando utilizamos el presente perfecto, cuando estábamos hablando en un tiempo verbal que se utiliza para expresar acciones que acaban de suceder en el pasado que guardan alguna relación con el presente. So, that is how we are going to use el presente perfecto. He vivido en Filipinas. I have lived in the Philippines, for example. O he hablado con mi amigo. I have talked to my friend. Ayun, no, paulit, ma'am, yung sinabi mo, hehe. The meaning. Umay kalamay? El presente perfecto es un tiempo verbal que se utiliza para expresar acciones que acaban de suceder en el pasado y que guardan alguna relación con el presente. So, in Castellano, okay, that is why like preterito perfecto. Okay? So, that is why we use el verbo haber as auxiliary verb, to have. En presente simple más participio del verbo principal. So, for example, is the auxiliary verb and our verb, the second verb, el verbo principal is verbo vivir. ¿Vale? So, meaning, the verbo haber, to have, we use that as our auxiliary verb if we are going to say this verb. Okay? So, that is actually how we are going to use el preterito perfecto. He cantado, has bailado, ¿qué más? He comprado, for example, yo he comprado la tortilla, la tortilla. So, I have, what is the third column of buy? Bought. I have bought the omelette, tortilla. Okay? El preterito perfecto. So, ayan po siya. Question? Ayan lang kadali yung pattern niya. Basta lagi niyong tatandaan, pag ginamit natin to, itong verbo haber plus the principal verb, if we are talking about presente, so yung present yung gagamitin natin, of course, as, hemos, habéis, then an. Ngayon, kapag gagawin natin niya pasado, so magpapalit ka lang. He comprado. Muy bien. I was talking in Tagalog. I'm sorry, Rob. Sige, I'm sorry, Rob. So, for example, ayan, do you have question about this? If not, then I'm going to erase the board. the board. I'm going to erase the writing on the board rather. Voy a borrar las palabras en la pizarra. No la pizarra. Okay, so the verb ends with do. He comprado, he bebido, he hablado, ¿qué más? He, ah, nada, maestra. Loading again, umay kalamay. I think that is your internet, umay kalamay, because I am perfectly, I mean, my connection is so far, it's good. Why loading? Why is it loading? Why is it loading? So, for example, nilagay ko lang yung emoticons. Sorry. Okay. Akala ko talaga loading ka ng totoo. Kaya sabi ko, ay loading. So, if you are going to make that as, for example, question form. Bale, gawin natin yung question form para talagang magagamit nyo siya affirmativa and dub for maestra. Dub. Uy, I remember that when I was in the Philippines, my students, they love to do that. Like, dub. Kakatuwa, kakamiss. Iba kasi yung mga ano dito eh. Forma interrogativa, bale? Wait lang, alam niyo naman. Pagdasal niyo po na magkaroon na tayo ng budget para makabili na ng ano, ng board si teacher. Forma Bale? So, in question form. Of course, do not forget, they always have two question marks. Bibido. Hindi ko na lang siya bubuuin na para magkasya yung ano natin, Spanish and English translation. As bibido. Mega shout out to my sister, May Ann Venturer. You know what, my students, they keep on asking me, how many subscribers do you have now? Because they want me to sing the ABC, I mean the Spanish ABCD song. If cuando tenga 3,000 suscriptores. Okay, so forma interrogativa. Of course, if you want to ask, paramihin natin yan, kaya share guys. Thank you. No, I take my time to practice the ABC song in Spanish. Let's share the vlog for Maestra to sing. Kasi ano, china-challenge nila ako lagi sa academy. Pag ano, lagi nila, actually, this group are the flyers group. So, Their age are like 9 or 10, and they always ask me, because these are Spanish children. They will ask me. I mean, once they enter in our class, they will, Catherine, please sing the ABCD in Spanish, because they know that I mean, it's not the same when we are singing the ABCD. But if you're going to sing the, try to do it also, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then ya está. Mi cuesta que después de G. And then I'm going to sing the A, B, C, D, F, G, H, E, blah, blah. So I take my time to practice that. Okay. So, this is question form, interrogatiba. Oh, thank you so much, oh my kalamay, for uh, for the share. Okay, ibibido. So, meaning, have I lived? Have I lived? Have I lived? For example, have I lived in uh, America? For example, in America. Okay. Have you lived, for example, have you lived in United States? Has he or she, okay? Has he lived in North Pole? Have we lived in the Philippines? Dub for Kathy again. Thank you. And have you lived? I thought you are learning. We really doing bilingual, because if we keep on doing this, the English and the Spanish, then probably you will be hired right away in the in the BPO company, because you are learning the Spanish and also the English grammar. This is a good tutorial. Have they lived? Okay, so yeah, so our target was to be to be hired in a bilingual company. So, anyways, it's good also that we are learning two languages, the two very important languages in the world. Okay. So, bebido agua. Ay, bebido agua. Bebido agua, perdona. Bebido agua, for example, no? Acabo de beber. Pues, pwede mong sabihin, he bebido agua, for example. Or, has bebido agua. Has bebido agua. Okay? O, ano pa bang ibang verb? Ano pa yung ibang verb na ano na naman ako, nabablock na naman ako pag nag-iisip ako ng example ng verbs. O, has encontrado el libro, for example, as, comer, pues, he comido, he comido. So, ending ido, ido, ido. He comido, ano pa, for example, si, verbo comer, he comido bocadillo. O he comido, ang lunch namin ay fish. He comido pescado. Ang ano, he comido la carne, umay kalamay. Carne es femenino. He comido la carne. O tú puedes decir, porque he comido ah, ternera, if that's beef. He comido cerdo con pork. Pollo, la carne. Sinadya ko talaga yan. Wow, you know. Dumb for oh my kalamay. Tinest mo kung ano din, no? Kung mapapansin ko. Ang galing. Maganda yan. Maganda yan. Maganda yan. We are learning in two ways. Maganda yan. Okay? So, again, el preterito is the combination of auxiliary verb and then the principal verb, of course. He comido, he bebido, agua, for example, no? So, ang anong, 'di ba last week inano ko na 'yan kung paano mo siya gagamitin, 'di ba? Kapag katatapos lang ng action, pwede esta mañana, this morning, he comido bocadillo. For example, no, this morning I have eaten tal tal tal. And then or this week, esta semana, he hablado con mi jefe, for example. I have talked to my boss. How about the irregular verb? Will it be the same conjugation? Oo, ganun pa din, umay kalamay. Basta, ang pinag-uusapan natin, di ba, different tenses of verb. So, ganun pa rin. Nag-i-end pa rin siya ng ido, 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 ido. Ganon. Ngayon, pag-uusapan na natin yung past, so magbabago na yung e. Pero same pa rin yung vivido. Ganon. Pag-past na yung pag-uusapan natin. Actually kasi, ano yan eh, halimbawa, pag-uusapan na natin ng past, magiging ano na siya, ube. Ube, ubiste, ubo, obimos, obistes, obieron. Gano'n na yung ano niya. How about the irregular? Ayan, nabasa ko na pala yun. So, ganun. It is, I mean, alam mo naman, 'di ba? Pag nabago yung ano, yung paano ba sa Tagalog ang ano, ang tenses of verb. Yung 'di ba, kahapon, ngayon at bukas yan, 'di ba? So, yun, kahapon, ngayon at bukas. So, ganun din, nagbabago din yung ano, kapag binabago mo siya. Okay? Mag-ano tayo? Conjugation of verb. Kaya lang, alam mo naman, ang irregular verbs, nagbabago talaga. Sabi ganun eh, ang irregular verbs, nagbabago talaga. Ano tayo? Madali lang to eh, kapag alam mo na sa English to. Kayo bahala, Kathy. It's up to you, Kathy. Tawag nito, madali na lang tong intindihin kapag alam mo na yung basic nito sa English. Kasi, maano mo na lang siya. Parang, ako kasi, ganito yung ginagawa ko. Halimbawa, dati hindi ko naintindihan to eh, kung kailan ko gagamitin yung mga as, imos, imos. So, ang ginawa ko, hinanap ko yung translation. Sabi ko, paano ba to sa English? Kasi kung naintindihan ko siya at madalas ginagamit natin siya sa English, so mas madali natin siyang magagamit sa Espanyol. This is another one of those you have to remember. El presente perfecto. Yeah, Rob. And that's easier for you, Rob. Maybe you know this already. El perfecto. Basta pag ano, I mean, if you're going to use that, for example, this morning, esta mañana. What else? Ay, na-block si Inday. This week, esta semana, this year, este año, or ano pa ba? It is because I remember it is good to be refreshed. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we are going to do conjugation. They want to do conjugation, Rob, because el verbo servir, ¿vale? El verbo servir. Okay, we will do the present and the past first. Simple present and simple past. So that, vale, presente, of course, we will put first the pronoun, pronombres. Tú, él, ella, that is understandable. Nosotros, vale, vosotros, and ellos, ellas. Okay, so that we can have more word. So let's have first the present. Present. Okay, el verbo servir. Yes, I get this one mixed up sometimes. Muy bien. Sirvo, Rob, sirvo. Yo sirvo. Okay, this is irregular verbs. Yo sirvo, tú sirves, él sirve, and then nosotros servimos, servimos, and then vosotros servís, and then ellos, ellas sirven. Okay, so this is the present simple. Now, if we are going to make the past simple of this verb servir, past simple. Serví with acento, serví. Okay, serviste, sirvió. It's the same, servimos. And then servisteis. And servieron. So, this is how you are going to try to observe the pattern. O, es, imos, is, and en. Okay? In the present. Okay, I was saying it wrong the whole time. And then, iste, imos, estéis, eron. Because that is verb that ends with I-R-O, I-R. La I y la R. Yo sirvo y él o ella sirvió. Got it now? Yes, Rob. So, again, one of the technique how you are going to conjugate, try to observe the last letters of each pronoun. So, first person from sirvo to serví. So, the letter O, it changed into I with accent. Sometimes I move too fast. Si, tú sirves, and then el pasado, ayer, por ejemplo, serviste, and then él sirve, él sirvió ayer, for example, ¿no? And then for nosotros is the same, so you don't have problem. Imos, imos. And then here, servis, servisteis. And then sirven, to, servieron. Me gusta su lección. Muchísimas gracias. Oh my calamay. Oh, qué buena. Oh, qué buena. Me alegro mucho. Me alegro mucho. Tener is un verbo también, of course. Tener. It's a verbo to have. It's the same. Tener. Tengo. Yo tengo. Vale. Ano natin? Tener. And that is ER, Rob. El verbo tener. Ends with ER. El verbo okay. Yo tengo. Ay, wait lang. Litan natin para magkasya. Yo tengo. Tengas. Él tenga. Nosotros tenemos. Vosotros tenéis. And then ellos tienen. So, look at the pattern. Tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis y tienen. Muy bien, Rob. So, look at the pattern. O, as, el verbo ER. IR, ES. Aquí, as. Tenga. Hemos, is, and N. Okay. So, ayan. You can practice this. For example, different verbs and then try to conjugate. For example, servir, tener, trabajar. That's IR, ER, and then AR. For example, trabajo. Yo trabajo, tú trabajas, tal, tal, tal. So that you can practice how to conjugate the Kathy, the tener you mentioned, is that for past? Present. Is present. Umay. Es el presente. Present perfect? No, it's not a present perfect. If we are going to use the present perfect, we have two verbs, the auxiliary and then the principal verb. So, See. Yeah. So we are talking just a present simple and past simple, Rob. So this one is preterito indefinido. Presente, preterito indefinido is the past simple. It's a subjunctive present. Okay. So, now, let's put the... Ay, perdón, it's present. Porque presente. That is why umay kalamaya. Simple present for tener is tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, tienen. Am I correct? Yes, you are very correct. Now, let's go to el pasado. Actually, that is indefinido. Because if you are going to use that as perfect tense, you are going to add the auxiliary verb. He tenido, has tenido, el pasado de tener. Okay. Okay, because, for example, if we're going to conjugate that like what we did before the preterito perfecto, then you're going to he tenido, has tenido, ha tenido, hemos tenido, ends with edo, edo, edo. Okay? So, now, we are going to put the pasado, the simple past. Okay? Tuve. ¿Vale? Tuve un aksidente, no. It's not a good, it's not a good example. Tuviste, ¿vale? Tuvo, tuvimos, ay, tuvimos, tuvisteis, tuvieron, tuvieron. It's tricky. Oh my, another you have to keep in brain storage. Yep, 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 yep. So, I, iste, o, imos, estéis, Aaron. Okay? Okay. So, that is... Where is my charger? I am low bat. One moment, please. I cannot. So, got it? Guys, I didn't think I could learn it, but the more you speak it, the better you will be remember. That is correct. Because learning a language, you should apply it. I mean, if you are not going to practice then it is hard actually. Okay, next question. I have no one to talk at home, so I try to talk to myself and imagine I am talking to someone. ¿Por qué no? También. I don't speak Spanish every day, so my Spanish is not as good as it should be. But Señora Fernandez está ayudando. Oh, muchísimas gracias. Rodillo Icara. Hola, maestra. I just turned into bud. I missed the topic that I am always confused about. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that, Rodillo. Rodillo, is that correct? So what's your concern, Rodillo? Okay, what's our next topic? What's our next topic? Actually, Rodillo, we are doing now. I mean, we have the question and answer, and they will just answer yeah, through the live chat. So it's effective actually para praktikar, para praktikar. Okay, so tengo que ir porque mi teléfono está durmiendo. Está durmiendo o tú no tienes batería. Rob, no pasa nada, Rob. Muchísimas gracias por unirte. Hasta la próxima. Muchísimas gracias, mi maestra, siempre por su clase. A ti, I will start to work, but I will stay on your live. No, actually, it's already 4 o'clock. Maybe we will just extend like 15 minutes. Then let's have our topic. I mean, let's have our another tutorial on Saturday. Or do you have one more question, or do you want me to conjugate another verb and then yasta? Rodrigo, soy enrolled en la clase de español aquí en Filipinas, pero conjugaciones es muy difícil para mí. Ja. Es difícil si tú no sabes. Si, por ejemplo, Rodillo, if you can see, I underlined the pattern. Try to practice that at home. Puedes practicar en casa in diferentes verbos. For example, verbo que termina con la I y R. So, the word servir, sirvo. And then verbo que termina con la ER, ER. Sirvo, tengo. Sirves, tengas. So, as you can see, here es and here us, sirve, tenga, servimos, tenemos, imos, and here is hemos. And then servis, tenéis, sirven, tienen. So now, if you are going, hasta luego a todos en la clase. Muchísimas gracias, Rob. Hasta la próxima. See you next time. Okay, so for example, el verbo trabajar. That's, okay, we have IR, we have ER. Let's have the trabajar, AR. Trabajar. So that you can see the difference. So try to list the verbs in different endings. For example, okay, vivir or servir, and then tener, and then trabajar. So you have ER, IR, and AR. And then try to observe their differences, each pronoun. And that will helps you a lot to understand how to conjugate the verbs. You should learn here. Rodilio, la maestra explica la lección muy bien. Oh, muchísimas gracias, Rob. Thank you for your words. Okay, so let's have el verbo trabajar. Okay, AR. So, first person, yo trabajo. And then, it's the same actually. Tú trabajas. Ellas. Ellas. Él trabaja. And then, trabajamos. Amos. I will just put here because, you know, our mini board. Amos. A-O. Trabajáis. And trabajan. And trabajan. O as, amos as, and. Muy bien, Rodillo. Now, let's write the past simple. Trabajé is the same. Trabajé. Okay, with accent. Trabajé. Trabajaste. Ayan. Aste. Aquí iste. Trabajaste. Trabajó with accent. Trabajó in Filipinas, for example, no? Then trabajamos, amos, trabajaste is the same. Okay, trabajastes, astes, and then our last is trabajaron. Pinagkasya na lang talaga, no? Ayan, in Espanol is rolling pin. Just call me Rod. Okay, no problem. Rod. Okay, so this is also my technique. Kung paano ko siya, tawag nito, pre-practice. Ang ginawa ko po, nilista ko yung mga verbs. Na, katulad niyan yung sabi ko kanina. IR, ER, AR. Tapos irregular verbs. Para makita mo yung difference nila. Tapos everyday, ano mo lang, tiyagain mo lang siyang basahin. Tapos, laro-laruin mo lang siya. Kanina kasi, ginawa ko, nag-discuss kami, Rodillo, you can review actually this video if you want. You can replay rather review. So, nag-ano ako ng continuous action, el presente, el pasado. And then, the perfect tense, the preterito, using el verbo haber as auxiliary verb para makita mo yung difference ng bawat verbo. So, ganun po. Kasi practice lang. As in, alam mo, pag nag-aaral tayo ng bagong lengguwahe, tiyagaan lang talaga. Tapos, katulad niyan, sabi ni Umay Kalamay, wala kasi siyang kausap sa bahay ng Espanyol. Mahirap naman talaga yan. So, ang pinakamagandang niyan, read a lot of meron po, pwede mo pong i-replay. Punta ka lang sa ko po. Punta ka lang sa channel ko, tas hanapin mo lang na makikita mo naman yan. Anong tawag nito? Anong gagawin? Magbasa ng mga Kastiliano. Ngayon, sa pagbabasa mo, i-try mong i-identify yung mga verbs. Present ba, past ba, or future ba. Tapos, isama mo na din yung mga article kasi malupit sumagot ka usap kahit wala. Tapos, ngayon, magawa ka ng sarili mong sentences. Kasi yan ang pinaka-effective talaga para mabilis kang matuto. You know what? Share ko lang ha. I was talking actually with our receptionist in the academy, and then she told me, you know what, Catherine? I know a lot of English people here in Spain, like living 10 years, 25 years, staying here in our place in Ontinyent. But she told me that in my 2 years here in Spain, I can speak good Spanish. So maybe that is because I am so eager to learn. Because if I mean, a lot of people here, 90% of the people here do not speak English. And actually, they have this Valencian language. Malupit sumagot kausap mo. Naku, nakakatakot yan. Oh my kalamay. So yun po yung yun lang po yung maipapayo ko sa inyo na gustong mag-aral ng Espanyol. Ano po talaga, kailangan lang natin ng patience. Translate ko yung pero fiel ni Shakira, isang paragraph lang nagawa ko. Ano lang niya, alam mo minsan ang translation kasi, mahirap pa yan gawin kapag nag-uumpisa pa lang tayo. Tsaka, ano yan, kasi you really have to translate it by thoughts, hindi word by word. Kasi, may may isa ka lang doon na mag-iiba na yung meaning niya. Kaya, yan, ang translation for me is very, important. So, meaning you really have to learn. I mean, alam na alam mo na dapat lahat ng terms, technicalities, and so on and so forth if you want to translate. But for example, if you just want to do it for practice, why not? That is a good practice also. Uh, rod, yeah, rod. And you know what? Mag-ano kayo, makinig kayo ng mga kanta na slow siya. Parang slow rock ang dating. Para mas naririnig nyo yung bawat salita ba ng ng Kastiliano. Tapos mas may makakakaano ka doon ng mga vocabulary. Kasi the more vocabulary, the more na mas matututo ka at magawa ka ng sentences. I-translate the song Despacito. Ahahaha. And that song of Selena. Okay. So, grabe no, alam mo ba, almost 2 hours na pala tayo. 1:49 na minutes. Gawin lang natin 2 hours and then, na tayo? Sige, back up na tayo. Alam nyo ba, kailangan ko pang mamili kasi sa tomorrow is Sunday and all the shops here are closed every Sunday. The song of Despacito is quite understandable. Yeah, but that is not a Spanish. I mean, that is not a Spanish song actually. Just May TV, Tamsak and Harang. Oh, thank you. Just May. Stay ka lang 24 hours. Naku po. Ano yan? Ano natin yan? Oh, may kalamay. Kapag lumago ang channel natin. Ano yan? Bakit hindi, 'di ba? The Flash Vlogs. Hello po, host Tamsak Dan. Thank you so much for the Tamsak, the Flash Vlogs, and Just May TV. Thank you so much for the Tamsak. And of course, you know what? The most important, Ang dami mo kasing dapat aralin talaga kapag ka nag-aral ka ng Espanyol kasi sa kanila 'di ba, merong femenino, maskulino. Bukod sa mahirap na yung verbs i-conjugate, idagdag mo pa yung mga article na ella. Thanks for the people who like this live. Thank you, umay kalamay. Okay, so again, ano tayo, dun tayo sa mga technique. Ay, yung 10 minutes natin, ano na lang, sa mga technique. Every when po ang live nyo, maestra? Ano normally, Rod, every Saturday ako nagla-live. So, mga 2 to 2:30 ako nagsa-start. Ano yan, Spanish time. So, kung 2 o'clock ako nag-start, plus 6 lang po. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 o'clock na sa atin? Hala, ang late na pala, no? Pag nagla-live ako dito. Help us grow the channel to help others. Thank you so much, Umay Kalamay, for helping me to grow my channel. 2 p.m. ako dito normally. Nakaka-start ako ng 1 p.m. kapag hindi kami umaalis. Katulad kanina kasi, nag-lunch together pa kami ng aking habi-dabi. Ayun, na-late ako mga 2:30 na ako nakastart. Kasi minsan kasi yun eh. Mas gusto ko ngayon pag umalis kasi maaga ako nakakapag-live. Ayan. So, kung 2 o'clock Spanish time po, Rod, and then sometimes, pag weekdays, kapag medyo maluwag yung schedule ko, ayan, may mga po ako, may mga pabiglaan akong live. But normally, that is 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. here in Spain. Spanish time. So, mag-a-add ka lang ng 6 hours kasi advance kayo sa akin ng 6 hours. Ano pa ba? You can review actually, Rod, I have videos and tutorials on my previous videos. Verbo ser, estar, verbo haber. Ayan, baka makatulong po sa iyo. At Just Bay TV, shout out po to all the Flash Vlogs. Thank you so much for joining my live streaming today. So, ayun po ang aking ayun po. Ang target ko po kasi talaga, kasi dahil maraming nagme-message nga sa akin na maraming gustong matutong mag-Espanyol kasi nga malaki ang sweldo ng bilingual sa atin. And then also, one of my former student told me that, if you know how to speak Spanish and of course good English, then you can apply for a bilingual call center agent, and that will range for 40 to 90K pesos. So target na pakantahin si maestra. Yan ang challenge ng mga student ko dito sa ang mga, ay naku, ang mga Espanyol kong estudyante, napaka talaga. Because they challenged me. Actually, hindi ko pa alam kung i-accept ko yung challenge. Pag naka 3,000 na daw ako, I need to sing the ABC song in Spanish. Ana Corina at Rob, hello my friend. Hello, Ana Corina. Good morning. Good afternoon here in Spain. Ana Corina, thanks again for watching. I am actually in 6 minutes, I am going to end this tutorial. So, I am just giving advice how you are going to learn a lot. Amigo, ¿cómo estás? At Rob ha salido porque yo pienso que él no tiene batería. Corina, Ana Corina. Ha salido. Okay. So, do you have question, Rod? If you have any concern? Or if you want, also let me know. I mean, kung ano yung gusto niyo pong topic natin next week. So, madalas talaga, nag-focus muna ako sa verbs. Kasi nga, Mahirap naman talagang aralin ang mga verbs sa Espanyol dahil sobrang dami. Ngayon, ayun, so parang normally ang tutorial ko, nag-focus lang ako sa verbs, but sometimes I do vocabulary kasi alam ko naman na hindi naman sa ano, sa pag, halimbawa, yung ano lang, yung tina-translate lang natin isa-isa. Hindi naman talaga yun yung good way. Pero ako kasi, para sa akin ha, pag marami kang alam na vocabulary, mas nakakapag-communicate ka. Tas marami kang ano ba sa isip mo, ito pala yun, ganyan. Kasi may mga salita kasi na hindi tayo naiintindihan. So, nahihirapan tayo. Now, if you know a lot of vocabularies, I mean Spanish vocabulary, then probably uh, you can create sentences. The flash flags, ako po ay nasa Espanya po. Dito po ako sa Valencia, Spain. Ayan, the vlogs. Ako po ay nandito sa Espanya. So ayun, kaya po ang live streaming ko biglang napafocus sa mga gustong matuto po na mag-Espanyol kasi nga gusto nilang mag-apply sa call center dahil malaki ang sahod. Gusto ko na nga din mag-apply eh. Parang sabi ko, kung kikita ko ng 90,000 a month, Diyos ko, sobrang laki ng sweldo, mas malaki pa kaysa nandito ka. Tapos, imagine, nasa Pilipinas ka pa. O, di ba? Hasta la próxima semana. Vale, Rodillo, don't forget to ring my notification bell so that once I am on live, you will get notified. I mean, taga saan po kayo dito sa Pinas po? Okay. Taga Cavite ako. No, hindi talaga ako Cavite. Pinanganak ako sa Bohol. Sige na, marunong ako magbisaya. Bisayang dako ko. The flags. Kaya lang, lumipat kami ng Las Piñas nung nag-aral ako ng college. Tapos, lumipat kami ng Cavite nung 2013 yata. Tapos, 2018, lumipat po ako dito sa Spain. Claro, todo bien. Claro que sí. Todo bien. Okay, so Rod, feel free to uh, browse some of my tutorial. Baka makatulong po sa iyo. I have some videos na ano po, nagko-conjugate ng mga verbs para mas ma-refreshed. Ganun, mas ma-refreshed. Ayun. The Flash Vlogs kayo po. Taga saan po kayo sa Pilipinas? Thank you po sa pagdalaw po ninyo sa aking tahanan. Maadjong gabi idi ay diha. Ma'am, taga Leyte pod ko. Ayaw nang ma'am. Uy, kati lang. Sige, kanang ma'am, para lang na sa mga estudyante ba? Leyte. Ako Bohol ako. Ang mama ko si Buana. Mabuhay ang mga Bisayang dako. Proud na Bisaya kaayo. Ma'am Cathy, ayan na naman si Umay Kalamay. Ang sama na ugali mo. Ayaw nang ma'am, kay parang ano yan, parang pang totoong tao yan. Ano lang, parang mas maganda yung ano, tropa lang ba, Cathy? Tropa lang. Ayaw nang ma'am. Alam nyo, kahit nung nandun ako sa Philippines, hindi ako talaga ano, yes, proud food ka, Adjo. Oo, mabuhay mga Bisaya! Yun. Alam nyo, kahit nung nasa Philippines ako, halimbawa, pag may pumunta ako sa ano, kapag nagbibiyahe kami magkaibigan, halimbawa, pumunta kami sa isla, mga ganon. Tapos nag-aral ako dati sa TESDA. Tas hindi ko sinabi na teacher ako. Tapos nung nalaman nila, nagulat ako, sabi nung isa, "Hala, grabe ka naman, Ate Kat." Sabi, "Hindi mo sinabi na teacher ka pala." Sabi, "Walang iya ka, ano, inukray-ukray pa naman kita." May ganun pa sila. Tas meron pang isa sabi, kasi pumunta kami dun sa isang bahay ng kaklase namin. Sabi niya, "Tas pinakain pa kita ng ano, ng tutong na kanin." Sabi ko, "Bakit? Pag teacher ba, ano?" Sabi na, "Hindi, dapat nire-respeto ka pala." Sabi ko, "Ano ba yan? Tao lang din naman ako." Tsaka ayoko talaga ng ano, ayoko ng special attention. Mas gusto ko yung ano, mas madalas, sabi ko dati sa mga estudyante ko, kasi normally, ang student namin sa Las Piñas Science, 80% may mga kaya sila. Lagi kong sinasabi sa kanila, dapat tumulong tayo sa mga tao na hindi pwedeng magbalik ng tulong natin. Kasi halimbawa, kung mayaman na yung tinulungan mo, mayaman na yan eh. So, try to help the least person. Kasi, yung hindi nila kayang ibalik yung tulong na ibinigay mo kasi sila yung mas nangangailangan. Yun ang, para sa akin, yun ang best way na nakakapagbigay tayo ng tulong sa kapwa natin. Ano yung fave mong dish dyan sa Spain? Because I love rice, anything with rice. Paella, tsaka arroz al horno. Yung arroz al horno talaga ang pinaka-favorite ko. Ewan ko, masarap. Mix na lahat nandun na yung karne, yung vegetable. Di, ganun naman sila dito eh. Pag nagluto, nakahalo na lahat. Di ba sa atin kasi hiwalay yung kanin tsaka yung ulam. Dito kasi ano, halo na lahat. Tapos kakainin mo na lang siya. Kakatawa nga yung asawa ko 'pag nagluto ako ng kanin lang, tapos halimbawa adobo, kakainin niyo muna yung adobo lahat tapos yung pure na kanin lang sasabihin niya, "Parang walang lasa 'to." Ilang beses ko na siyang tinuruan na 'pag kakainin natin yung kanin, 'di ba, kailangan i lagi ko sinasabi, "Cariño, comemos, por ejemplo, un poquito de arroz y luego pones un poquito de carne, un poquito de salsa o verdura y yeah." Eh, hindi sila gano'n kumain. Kakainin mo nila lahat yung kanin or karne lahat. Tapos si Kula, ano kay lasa nun? Gano'n sila dito. So, ayun po. Yun lang. At alam nyo, super thank you talaga ako. Again, maraming salamat po. At sinamahan nyo na naman ako ngayon sa isang makabuluhang arroz al horno. Ayan ang favorite ko. Aside from paella, marisco. Marisco yung favorite ko. Paella Valenciana, dito talaga yan sa Valencia. Paella, marisco. Ang marisco ay seafood yan. So, may shrimp, may squid, fish, emperador. Ayan. So, yan lang po. Mayroon pa po ba kayong tanong? Maraming salamat po ulit sa inyong pagsama po sa akin. So, hanggang dito na lang. Dadami tayo next week. Mag-3K ka attendance. Naku, Diyos ko Lord, hindi ko pa na-memorize. Oh my kalamay. Sabay ganon. Hindi, ano yan, pray lang natin kay Lord yan. Sabi ko nga, I will just take it slowly. But at least, may mga natutulungan ako. Yun lang ang mahalaga sa akin. Tapos andyan kayo, then happy, diba? So anyway, again, thank you so much and hope to see you next time sa akin pong live streaming. At sana manood din po kayo sa mga uploads ko. Sa ganun, pagtyagaan niyo po. Pagtyagaan niyo po ang mga uploads video ko. I-share niyo na din po sa mga kaibigan niyo. Kung hindi niyo po gusto, ano lang, basta hayaan niyo lang naka-play. Sabay ganun eh. Hayaan niyo lang naka-play. Ang sama eh, no? Ganun kasama eh. So, yeah, aiming for 300K so that I can take the challenge. The A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Hanggang doon pa lang ako, umay kalamay. Hindi ko pa siya nabubuo. Kasi ang challenge kasi kailangan ko siyang kantahin without looking it. So, dapat ano siya, memorized ko sa isip ko. So again, this is Catherine Fernandez, Proud Pinay, signing off. Bye for now and see you next time. Hasta la próxima. Adios. Kahit 30 seconds lang. Ano po mag-skip ng ads to help the channel grow. Uy, thank you so much. Oh my kalamay. Oo nga. Alam nyo, sabi ko talaga, wait lang mapadagdag ako. Umay kalamay, sabi ko 'pag sumahod talaga ako, unang-una kong bibilhin is malaking ano, pisara. 'Yan ang unang-una kong bibilhin sa sahod ko dito sa ano, sa YouTube. Bibili ako ng malaking pisara ta's nakadikit siya sa wall. Ay, ang sarap ng feeling ng nag-aano, yung nagsusulat na ako ng ano ba, hindi na yung bura-bura. Ay, anyway, hasta la vista, baby! Adios! Hasta la próxima! God bless everyone and happy Saturday.